Good win for us. Chad Cool was outstanding. Pretty cool moment for us organizationally. Rudy Castro leading off that inning with a walk. Really aggressive base running. Got back and then scoring the winning run. So that's a win for the whole Pirates organization tonight.
Shelton, I asked you before the game about sort of getting some games under his belt, getting some experience down in Class AA, maybe being a little more ready this time. Is that an example of that? Maybe just going down 1-2 and being able to battle back there.
Yeah, I really think so. I mean, the first pitch was high, then he swung the ball over his head, a little anxious, and then he calmed himself down. And then you watch him. You watch him throughout the rest of the bat. You watch him when he walks and how confident he was, which was really cool to see. And then takes an aggressive turn, making a guy that's an infielder that's playing the outfield make a play. Yeah, so very much so.
Shelton, is this kind of one of those wins that maybe you can point to younger guys and say like walks, and just explain how much they mean? Like I felt like Cool was really good because he didn't walk anybody. You guys threw strikes and they didn't. And you guys took advantage. That's just something that is a good reinforcement.
Yeah, 100% on both sides of the ball. I think that's a really good point, Jason. I mean, Chad came out and filled up the zone. Slider was good. Fastball was really good. And we were patient. I think we went 0-2 to 4-2 3 times. And that's really important to be able to grind through at bats. And we did that today.
Hayes was able to barrel up 3 more balls today after 3 pretty well-struck balls yesterday as well. With him in the past 2 games, have you seen it be more maybe about his timing or about the zones he chooses to attack and how pitchers have been pitching to him? Or is it just kind of the results coming and you thought the at-bats were pretty good during that stretch before?
I think it's your first point, Jake. I think his timing's better. I think he's under his legs better. I think when he went through that tough stretch, he started to go outside of his zone. He got a little bit off balance, and his balance looks a lot better.
Shelton, with the exception of the one that he hung up the middle, that looked like about as good as we've seen Chad's slider all year. Yeah, is the fastball, helping him out with that, helping him tunnel it more, maybe making it play up?
Yeah, I think when the fastball's in the zone, the slider plays up. And I really agree with you, Alex. I think with the exception of the one ball to Arcia, the one slider to Arcia, he executed sliders all night. And, especially the top of that order, that's difficult to get through. Those guys that hit 1, 2, and 3 are really, really good. And they make you grind through at bats. And, that's the one thing that really stands out to me with Acuna is he really grinds at bats. I mean, he grinded out a 12-pitch at bat off Keller last night in an 11-1 game. So it's I think it was indicative of how Chad's slider was tonight.
When you see the control issues when against Hayes there in the next to last at bat, do you have to give any instructions to Reynolds, or is he basically just up there waiting for a strike?
No, I mean I trust Brian Reynolds and think that he's going to make really good decisions. And he was very patient and didn't get a ball near the zone. I think if he would have got a ball near the zone, he would have taken a good swing at it.
Okay, well, good.
Thanks, guys.
You're good. I was just going to ask if that barrel roll made you take a breath by Frazier.
Yeah, it did. I was like, what the hell was that? Like, he goes, I was trying to avoid him. I said, so you decided to roll across the plate? Yeah, it did concern me a little bit.
All right, fellas, Chad Cool is in the house. Questions for Chad?
Chad, was this as good as you felt this season? It seemed like as in control as you've been and just in the zone. How good did you feel?
Yeah, I felt really good. Felt like I've had a couple other pretty good outings, but this one I just felt like from a strike throwing perspective, fastball command, felt like it was just kind of all there today. I was able to throw both breaking balls, use the changeup late in the game. Yeah, just felt really good out there.
What did you do between last start and this one to get the blister in better shape? Is it as simple as new skin or what?
No, so yeah, this was just bad luck. I mean, like last game, it was really just unfortunate timing where I that callus just ripped off, and so it was just that new skin that was trying to toughen up. So we used, I don't know if they call it like rodeo rub or whatever. And then obviously every time I have new skin, I try and soak it in lime juice. That seems to always work. So and obviously having a 6th, having an extra day helped for sure.
Chad, is that something that's hard not to think about or worry about it irritating during a start?
No, I mean, it was one of those things where I threw my bullpen, and the only thing that really was giving me trouble was my two seam. So we were just kind of aware of that. Just with that pitch, the four seam felt a lot better, so we threw a lot more four seams. I feel like tonight. So it's just something that we were aware of going into my bullpen, and it got better as as the week went on.
Chad, it was 4 years since you've had an outing where you went 6 innings without giving up a walk. What did that mean to you to have that kind of control given the issues that earlier in the year? And what was it like to win by walk-off on a game when you didn't give up any walks?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's just been my issue this year. There's just no way around it. It's not like I've been hit hard, or it's not like I'm giving up 3 home runs every outing. It's just my own problem with walks. So the walks have been my issue, and just feels really good to attack the zone and just have it kind of play out and execute when you're down in the count, and not give up those free passes.
There's been a flurry of roster moves in the past few days, but the offense has been able to step up in the past 2 days with 23 hits, I think, and 13 runs over the past 2 games. What's it been like to see the group sticking together, even though there's been, some up and down?
Yeah, really cool. I mean, obviously, a lot of new faces. We got Tuck and Castro back today. Just No-Go joining the team. So it's just one of those things where you just have to pull for each other and just kind of stick with it. I mean, we had a rough Colorado series. I don't think we scored many runs in Colorado. So just one of those things in baseball. You just keep going, and hopefully things turn around for you.
Chad, why do you think you pitched so well in this ballpark? Your numbers the last 2 years have been really outstanding here.
Yeah, I don't know. I really feel like early on in my career, I just put a lot of pressure on myself to perform here, and I don't think my numbers were as good. I think that honestly, not to get too philosophical, but it was just coming with maturity and knowing the ballpark and just getting comfortable here. I think if you look at the home run I gave up tonight, I mean, that ball, you have to really get one usually to hit it out of this ballpark. So it plays pitcher friendly. I think just trusting my stuff and enjoying myself out there and at our park has just made a huge difference for me.
Chad, what's the key to repeating or keeping these lessons from this and moving it on to the next start?
Yeah, I just think it's just a constant daily battle. I mean, I think I've had a pretty good stretch of games ever since that Miami game kind of started. I feel like I've had most of my last outings have been quality starts. So just trying to think about maintaining the stuff that I'm working on every day, not letting anything kind of slide through the cracks just because you're doing well. So just kind of hammering down the things that me and Noah have been working on and just keep moving forward.
Chad, I just want to clarify something you said earlier. So you went to the four seam in part because it felt better with your skin and your callus and all that, but are you staying with it in part because it seems like it's playing well with the slider too? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where it worked today. We'll have to see, because the four seam for a long time really wasn't a great pitch for me. It really was the one pitch that was really getting hit. That's why we relied on so much other stuff to get me through outings. But for the most part, it's been a pitch that has gotten me in the zone. It's gotten me some quick outs as well. So just being able to locate it has just been the biggest thing. So we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, just for today, it was primarily just the discomfort that I kind of had throwing the two seam.
Okay, good for Chad.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, fellas, Key Brian Hayes is here. Questions for Key?
Gee, what's it like to see a walk-off on a walk?
Yeah, I mean, just starting off with Castro, it's the first batter just working the count, and then Frage was able to poke one through the hole, and then I fell behind 0-2, and then I was able to draw a walk, and it's just just trying to move the needle each and every guy. And I mean, he was able to draw a 4-pitch walk, so that was an easy RBI and an easy walk off for him.
Brian, Shelty said you look like you were in the past few games. You look like you're under your legs better in terms of your timing. With that, is it more about like balance or stance or body control through your swing? What's really clicking there for you?
Just throughout like the day, my cage work, whenever we hit on the field, just making sure I'm exaggerating whenever I'm starting from whenever they're throwing to me. A lot of times, like whenever we're struggling and stuff, it's, well, for me at least, it's whenever I'm starting late and then just things mechanically break down because I'm trying to speed up to get back caught up. So
Brian, given it was his 4th major league at bat and he was coming up from Double-A, could you just give us an idea like how difficult or how good of an at bat that was by Castro?
yeah, I mean, I've seen him last few years and in the minor leagues. He's a really good hitter, switch hitter at that. And he has a big league approach. And I mean, he's been crushing the ball down there in Double-A. He just got in, when was that, yesterday or was that earlier today? Anyways, but yeah, he's a really good hitter. He has a really good approach, and he wasn't phased whenever he fell behind 0-2. He was able to work the count and get on base for us.
Did you notice anything, watching that long at bat from, in the hole and, whenever you go up there and you start grinding out your at bat, did you notice anything from that first one?
You're saying from Castro's at bat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of wondering why they brought him in yesterday, down 11 they were down 11-1, and so I don't know if it's just been a command issue for him or whatever. So I mean, what our plan whenever we went up there was just to make sure we got him out over the plate, make him throw strikes. So.
All good for Key? Okay, we're good.